Today was an eventful day in this busy state of Ohio. Some lions got loose, a murder plot was foiled, and the gas price rose 2 cents. But none of these stories can hold a light to our highlight story of the day. A mere 3 hours ago, a chemistry student failed to follow the standard safety precautions set by Flynn Scientific, but was lucky enough to live to tell the story. Per request from chemistry teachers throughout America, all local news stations will be showing a chem safety video on tonight's evening news. With that, here is Channel 489's most prized possession, award-winning news reporter, Sarah Young.
Thanks, Shayna. As a result of the incident in the chem lab today, we're holding our first ever chem safety segment on the Channel 489 Evening News. An hour ago, I traveled here to Cruchy High School to get an inside scoop from the school's ever-popular science teacher, Mr. Snerick Pollenberger. He was generous enough to tape a few chem safety tips for us to air tonight. Before we begin, I would like to point out that Mr. Snerick Pollenberger is a trained chemist, and the procedures you will shortly see should not be attempted at home. Nothing was harmed in making of these clips, and the proper precautionary measures are taken.
Hi, I'm Mr. Snerick Pollenberger, and I teach chemistry at Cruchy High School. Just to let you know, the student who was involved in the chemistry labs today was not my student. It was probably one of those idiots from Fort Laramie. The first step that I think all of us should take when dealing with dangerous chemicals is to make sure that the correct attire is in place. Wear goggles and gloves on your eyes and hands respectively. At all costs, avoid wearing your open-toed shoes, no matter how well they might look with your outfit. Pull your hair into a ponytail. It looks better pulled back than on fire anyway.
Gertrude, no!
Make sure to put on your lab apron before handling any chemicals. Do not eat or drink while dealing with chemicals in a lab. This statement should go without saying, but do not use laboratory glassware as containers for food or beverages. Patricia! Put that down right now! Never fool around in the lab or when near chemicals. Horseplay, such as using distilled water dispenser as a squirt gun, is not permitted. Other horseplay, such as leapfrog, ninjas, or playing with Barbies, is also not permitted. Keep your lab area clean. Books, backpacks, purses, and other random things should not be kept in the same area that you are working with chemicals in. Know the location of your safety equipment. This includes fire extinguishers, first aid kits, and showers. Note to chemistry teachers, placing large, obnoxious signs near these objects may help the students when trying to find them. Take, for example, my fire extinguisher signs. For effective sign usage, I made signs for a variety of people. You got the fancy people, the non-fancy people, the shape people, the really weird box enthusiasts. You got the Hebrew people, the Greek people, the dyslexic people, the deaf people, and the people who struggle with reading. Proceed with caution in the lab. Klutziness can lead to falling, and falling can lead to mass destruction, including broken glassware, spilled chemicals, broken bones, or the spread of a fire. When cutting objects in the lab, cut away from your body. Also, do not catch sharp falling objects. If this is permitted, the sharp object could lodge itself into one's hand, which will put my next tip into effect. If you or someone else gets hurt while in the lab, yell code 1 to get your instructor's attention. If you yell this a few times and your instructor does not respond, either A, you should recommend that he or she gets their ears checked, or B, he or she doesn't know what code 1 means, and you should begin to yell something else. Oh my God, what's wrong? Do not smell or taste chemicals unless told to do so, even if you know that they substance in use of simply table salt or sugar. And that's it. As long as you use common sense in the lab, you'll be fine. And if you don't have any common sense, be sure to get a smart lab partner.
And there you have it. Hopefully, this all made perfect sense to you and will help you on your next chem project.
And most of our viewers will probably not have a next chem lab because odds are is that they are all over the age of 35. And to you all, sorry you had to sit through this very informative segment. Special thanks to Mr. Pollenberger for his time and tips. Stay with us, and after this commercial breaks, we will have some stories that actually apply to the majority of our audience. Stay tuned.